Good area. Actually, this is Bruce Beeston you'll see next. That's Madeline's husband. And he's been in this retail business for quite a few years. He's done entrepreneurship training with vets.
Hi, I'm Bruce Beeston from American Management Resource Group. I'm an Air Force veteran of Vietnam and also an Air National Guard veteran. Our company is a training and performance enhancement company. We've been doing business for a little over 20 years. What we're working on here is an entrepreneurship program for the veterans. The idea is that some of the veterans completing their VNRC program will function better in a work environment that they control without supervisory inputs or instructions. One of the options is to assist veterans in establishing a small, simple-to-operate business with advice from VNRC staff and ongoing assistance. So the goals of the program are to develop self-confidence, to develop a heightened sense of responsibility, instill feelings of pride in their accomplishment, provide a stable income, a very important item, and establish employment stability. Veterans will be selected through interviews. Then the Achiever profile will be given. The Achiever is a widely used instrument used by the corporate and academic worlds both. An assessment of opportunities will then be conducted, and then the budding entrepreneur will select his or her business opportunity. Here's some of the ideas that we've talked about as possibilities for the veterans to do their own businesses. They're very simple. One-person operations are all done with low startup capital. Operating costs for these businesses are low, and the preparation and training for this is going to be quite comprehensive. We'll start with learning how to perform the skills that are offered. There'll be customer service skills taught. AMRG will be doing that. Sales skills training. They have to learn how to do basic bookkeeping. They'll learn how to market, how to find customers. All the basic things you need to do to operate a business. They'll be providing classes in money management, bookkeeping, communications. They'll teach the trade or service. They'll teach how to do marketing, and the business plans will be written as part of the program. At AMRG, we're going to teach them customer service just like we teach to our corporate clients. We'll teach them how to apply the business plan that they write while they're in their classes, and we'll teach them how to negotiate with suppliers and retain those suppliers. The business plans will include a plan to get their startup capital, and they'll provide a guide for the veteran to operate his business as he goes along. Funding sources to getting these guys started to get their working capital are pretty simple. They'll have earnings from their jobs at VNRC. Grants are available and loans are available both from nonprofit groups. The SBA is doing some low-income persons-backed loans for small businesses. And the VA Mobile Rehab has had a wonderful program for veterans to work in their own businesses for many years. I have worked in that program for about 5 years. To summarize, entrepreneurship is just one of many outcomes besides the many others that will be talked about today. It's a totally new approach for homeless veterans. I think it's going to provide a real good new avenue for use across the country. The education process is designed specifically for the program. Businesses are simple to operate. They're low-cost startups. There's going to be follow-up by the NRC staff and AMRG staff. And it's good for the veterans. It's good for their communities.
And another one we want to look at is the central kitchen out there. Nice place to do a lot of institutional kitchen management training. We had a little bigger kitchen at the other place, but I think this one would work also. Do the greenhouse program, we complement that. We grow as much of our food as possible, so we can make quite a bit of savings if we grow our own, if you look at the numbers. One area that might be of interest to the chamber in Blair here is off-campus retail space for training. Originally, on the Iowa model, we had it on campus, but here it wouldn't work. We'd have to have it off campus. So we'd work with the local businessmen to identify opportunities where we could, empty storefront or something like that, that we could do some retail training. We would have to have one store at least on campus for bookstores and sundries and such. But we would like to work with the local business people on that as part of our venue. And the jobs for the student vets we talk about the different tracks, how they enter. Corporate mentorships, the entrepreneurial, staffing jobs on campus. The model for Iowa was 288 permanent staff, not counting educators. And this one would obviously be smaller, and there's different dynamics that would have to be worked out. Local industries, there's a lot of manufacturing firms around here. They need skilled people. We can do a survey, if they need welders or something like that. We can focus people in different areas. And we've talked about creating some industries at VNRC. This is a little, or at Dana College. I don't know if this is the right environment to do that. It was workable at the other campus. We'd have to explore that.